maybe an upgraded pistol too. This is the round. It was the follow-up shot that not just here. Just wait. There it is. Did you catch it?
Well,
Did you catch it? He's just bending bullets. That's not how the game works, but it does for him somehow.
Good lord.
You're right.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You've seen weird things
as all right as I can be. After that savagery. Taco's not aware they're that close. Now he spotted it out. Oh, that's an unfortunate nade. That could have done some decent damage, but he spotted out so much. And again, look at this. The no respect play out of Phelps, catching Rush completely off guard. He's pushing all the way up towards the B bomb site again.
I like the way that's going with this. It literally is Warcraft ducks back in the first map. It's gone. They're confident, they're aggressive, and they're not letting Optic have any sort of real leeway. There's no avenue in, particularly, without noting this. Although they are kind of getting around Phelps here, but then again, Fallen's already considering that.
Yeah, I was saying Phelps put himself in a tough position, but he's covered it up now after no pressure. There's more they've lined up for him. Can't get anything else, but Fallen's got the EWP at range now towards the B bomb, so it shouldn't be a whole lot of damage. And it's good that Optic goes and clears Phelps out, and they're going to have to keep their eye on that in the future. This is now 2 out of the first 3 rounds that he's pushed up the B site, and if he's going to be getting that much information in the gun rounds, it's going to be all over. Nice long range from that.
Just pointed out where Coldzera is. Naf's looking to make this a little bit more painful than he can. Not going to get it. Coldzera not going to let that slip. And as you said, and the big thing about making plays like that, when you consistently push an area, you'll always be aware of it into the future. You always have to keep it in mind now. It's not going to be an easy pass just to get to Sunroom or even play towards B slightly. You might have to dedicate a whole player to literally sat in the spawn with a little signpost just watching to see if it pushes up. It's a lot to now consider.
I mean, I highly doubt it comes out in this round, but there will be some at some point. I'm sure Phelps does that in this half. Especially considering now that the guns are out, usually, I mean, a default setup for the terrorist side is having one player over towards the B bomb site.
They didn't quite go where Phelps would have wanted, but it's fine. He's still okay. Low shot there, didn't quite find its way through, but it will force a little bit of change for Phelps. Not given much for free. Early dabble into things with the orping there coming out from someone other than Mixwell, so he's now going to reclaim that. His job, his duty, his burden to bear to try and open up those 2 sites. It's very easy. And SK retaining so much of their utility, not burning through stuff fast. They're down to around that minute mark now. They're still down
Molotov, so Optic's going to run some kind of an execute later on in these rounds. There's going to be plenty to slow them down. Smoke is going to deny Fur information, which could be deadly in this position. This is a nice boost over the top of it. Mixwell seeing if he can get a little bit lucky. Obviously will practice to slide him out, peer along all these. This is very, very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now they know where he may still be because of these sort of information plays. You find out where they're not, so you can kind of work out where they are. And even with that in mind, though, the squad has come through. That's Taco on highway, pulling himself up in towards the site. There's no massive commitment, but they need to soon. You're down to 35 seconds. Still good enough to make a play coming in for Optic, but SK are in the right place and certainly at the right time. Coldzera already watching for the back. 3 players now here for SK Gaming.
They've got Tarek out underneath the boost box as well. Now they're starting to commit. SK might just think this isn't going to happen. That smoke is refreshed, and Tarek's got to get over. There's a flashbang. Fallen blind, but Fur is still lying in wait. Fallen becomes clear vision and gets a kill. Here comes Fur. 2 for him, and he's holding down Quad nicely. So much time, so much damage dealt. Rush has just got to go for the plant, and it's not going to work. SK pounce.
Shut down by SK. 4 alive again, and the clock being the worst opponent.
There he is.
He's alright, he's chilling now. It's still early.
He's having a good time, isn't he?
Yeah, look, you turn up in an Optic show, they just want a map against SK Gaming. I'll be pretty pleased. Have a surprise, you know, you're not expecting that. But this is going far more to what we'd expect. A good, clean start from SK, looking back in the confident driving seat, not allowing Optic to have their way with them.
Nice shot from Fallen. No real, I mean, again, it's going to come down to these deagles. One flashbang on Rush, but no spell. This isn't really a fight you want to take, a path you want to traverse. If you're Optic, but it looks like they're going to go right at it. One on boost, Fallen misses it, characteristic shot. There's the problem. Yeah, it should be an easy wipe up from here. Even a TK coming in.
Rush, don't make it easier.
I promise you things will get difficult.
Yeah, it's hard enough as it is. Oh god, tag through the wall? Who's going to kill him first? Phelps is there in the end to put him out of his misery and he's wounded, walking around. He's keeping the faith alive, but when you're sitting there with 5 rounds against you and it looks this easy so far for SK, the money's looking very well rounded. You've got to be banking on rounds like this waiting for Optic, or at least hoping they make some sort of headway.
A lot of money being built up, though, on the SK side. That's the scary part. Fur's at 400. Everyone else has got no worries whatsoever in the world when it comes to their economy. Good buy, though, from Optic. Op is out on Mixwell. Full utility on everyone as well. Pretty big, I mean, a lot of these rounds so far for SK have started with a good, solid presence in mid. It's not like the 3-player aggressive, dedicated hold of mid, but 2 players there to do some damage.
God. What year is this? These smokes, I haven't seen this in a long old time. Right on over. Full on smoke hit. SK are wondering what's going on.
I mean, the counter utility pretty much neutralizes this, doesn't it? It's going to be so tough. Well, that's going to help out, though. Af with the adjustment, completely blind, taken out of the fight. Phelps with the kill here. And now it's on.
Yeah, if Tarek had landed that cleanly, maybe it could have been his, but Mixwell had to jump into the action. There's still 2 players actually dedicated towards the site itself. So SK putting just sheer amounts of bodies on this, but Naf's going to find one on the flank. So maybe there's a chance on this. Maybe there's a bit of hope here as now just one man stands in the way, and it's going to be Phelps. And Phelps will not be moved without a fight. A 1v2 now emerges. And he's looking for that follow-up, but the bomb has evacuated that site.
A little bit of a bummer for Phelps. This has got to be feeling very depressing. Almost an unwinnable situation. 11 HP on the other side of the map. Well, this round is all math, because that hit on the A bomb site was stalled out completely. That's the problem with those full-blown executes. When your opponents have such high utility, they can stall it out. They can throw their own smokes and molotovs into the choke points that don't allow you to utilize your own. It's just all the kills that Naf gets in mid finally depletes that defense, and he's going to get a 4th on the round. High-impact plays get Optic their first round on cash.
Now, remember, good money was sat with SK, so they're in no real problem for a repurchase here. They can get the double back out to play, but if Naf starts going, there's a lot to be seen with that man. He had a great game in the first map.
Well, there's a switch up in the defense, and you can guess it. Double op setup. Cold's going to grab one, fall in the other. As we see so frequently, Cold over towards the B bomb site. No one to really challenge him, though. Here's the duel. Oh! Almost thought Fallen was going to get that flick. You always feel like he's going to get it, but Mixwell a little bit too quick this time around. Continuing that op success from Mirage.
Yeah, great impact. Now they still need to consider where to go now. They split the last 4 players into manageable slices, but again, look what SK are up to. Here it is. Cold, Zera, and Phelps finding information. It looks like Rush is getting a little bit worried about it, but Naf is watching. This is what I was considering. Would they even consider that this late into the round? Yes is the answer, but the second is a surprise he wasn't ready for. But information passed on again. They now know where Phelps is, but where do they take this attack towards? Yeah, that kill from Phelps makes them freeze, and he's got a decision to make if he wants to get aggressive, if he wants to fall back, but Optic want to go right at him. Holding the angle. Here comes the flashbang. Phelps turns from it, turns back. Second one, he doesn't turn from that. He doesn't even see it coming, it feels. But he does get away into the bomb site. He's just stuck, isn't he? Smoke gonna come out, but he's... Oh, wow! Right around the edge of the smoke. Almost through it. He's still alive. He's not taking damage. The Molotov's not burning. He's buying so much time, giving his team a chance. Oh, God, and Taco's come in there now. The spray! It's excellent! Taco claiming 2 lives, as Optic thought it was theirs, but Phelps being slippery on the site, not letting them get that bomb down. And look at the confusion. How is he allowed to do that? What's going on? It all fell apart. You could see him questioning it as well. He's like, how did that happen? How did no one kill him? What just occurred? Phelps buying so much time, and no one from Optic was in any position after that kill comes out to contain Taco. 3 kills and 6-1. What a miracle performance by Phelps that round. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Without him doing that, that would have been Optic's round, I'm almost certain. Now it's broken the money for Optic. They're down to pistols. SK looking for more. Look at Fur. Look at this guy, straight away. Getting right on through. He's got the SMG and he wants to use it. He wants to make that money. And the rest of SK playing out of the site, not even letting them get a chance to get these guns away. Oh, this is what Fur loves. We know they just give him an SMG and send him chasing. He's biding his time, waiting until he can get more. This is going to be so quick. There's 1, there's 2. They don't even see it coming. 3 as well. You love it. Pretty tasty. 4 kills, money made, bank looking formidable for SK. And they saw that first map and they said, all right, you can do it, we'll do it just as well. John, we'll do it better than you just did. And yeah, there was the initial 3. Big impact.
We talked about this being the nightmare. Like, I mean, it's awkward rounds, right? It's those pushes towards the B bomb site, not expecting it that round, pushing and flanking. This is like the mental warfare that Optic's got to handle from here on out, and it's so tough if you feel like your defaults aren't really successful in mid rounds and late rounds. If you're just running that default, you can't find success with it. But at least it sustains you from taking that early damage or the knowledge of some push. That's the trap Optic is falling into.
Fallen being a little bit wary of middle there, not sure quite what he had going on, but you can see there's an air of caution being shown by Optic here, knowing that CT-sided aggression is pretty likely, maybe not expecting exactly what they're having here, but for now Fallen's been quelled. He can't quite make what he wants to, so he's going to fall back and watch main anyway. Still in a good spot, shut that door. Not born in advance, was it? Good boy. And now there's tools and things, whatever the case for the area. So can be smoked out, can be flashed, and another good flash comes in. Hard to dodge that. Little short one in return to try and hinder that approach. Molly goes in, buys some time, but the Mollies are burning. None towards MBK corner though. He's allowed to do this. One kill. Where's the follow-up? Not there. Tarek strikes back, and Optic have a chance still.
Almost a massive mistake, missing that second Molotov. Hazed, he recovers in time. Nice shot from him. They're at least going to get the plant. The two players of SK are already here. Can they find anything? Cold's just rotating now, and I think they've got to set the stage if they want to have a chance in this. And now it might be the save call. Phelps is back towards truck. Not really challenging. Too much utility in the way. I feel like that could have been punished much, much worse from Fallen. Both Molotovs went towards quad, and Optic still make it work. Off the back of a beautiful shot from Hazed.
It's around the board for Optic more than anything here, but as you highlighted, not having that Molly going towards MBK is just terrifying that he's allowed to do that. He's allowed to flash out, he's allowed to Molly himself, so he's basically set himself up to either they run through the Molly that he's just put down, so they're completely blind. Either way, he's always got a kill, let alone any more. It was almost surprising he didn't hit that second, he didn't have the chance to do more. But it is what it is for now. Money's still good for SK. Not perfect. They're starting to run out of that nice built-up bank that they once had, but they still have a good line to this round. Yeah,
because of the saves, they're able to drop over some weapons. That's why you see it be so formidable. But yeah, a couple players definitely on 4 players, or 3 players, excuse me, on the verge of just being completely destroyed economically. 7-2. They have a big advantage. Optic's got to do more. They're getting there. They're getting there to the position where they've clawed themselves back in. And a change up here.
Quite quick through mid this time, aren't they? Yeah. And Coldzera being put towards the vents, so he's going to have a bit of fun. Tarek gets a little bit of a dink through the side. Molly's again going in. Coldzera not forced back, it's too deep.
Tarek was almost like intimidated and a little bit surprised. It looked like he saw him there. When he peeks around the corner, it looked like Cold's shoulder showed up, but he doesn't even want that fight whatsoever. Cold is completely blind, so pretty lucky for him.
And just the presence alone of Coldzera being there and them not being able to flush him out is going to cause huge problems for Russian Naf.
Yeah, especially if Tarek called that clear, right? Especially if he makes the mistake of saying it's clear, because Cold's going to have a fast flank. Naf's still watching it for the moment, so good on him. And he does win the battle. There's the peek from Cold. Naf wins it, but a lot of damage being dealt onto these Optic players. It's just Rush is sneaking up into a great spot.
Taco's still in a good position though. He can be a real nuisance here. Fur as well. It depends on all the timing. We're down to 50 seconds. The damage is being dealt. Fur trying to support, allow space for Taco to operate. He does strike towards Rush, but the position is noted. Hard to back away from this, but they have to commit, and he's still doing work. He's still doing damage. 3 big kills. Naf can't dig him out of this one, surely. And Mixwell cornered.
Oh, Taco, big time play. Huge from Boost. Feels like Mixwell and Naf thought that was a sure thing that their teammates would be taking that A bomb site. They were waiting to lurk. They wanted to pounce on a rotator. Taco just deletes everybody. That's the play here. Shout towards Highway. That's going to get his teammate out, but the clock is an issue. 14 seconds. I don't think they have a chance at winning this. At this point, it's the save call. Naf's going to run off. Mixwell's slowly going to shrink back through Squeaky Door. They're on a little bit of a hunt here. But I think they decide their economy is too fragile to go for it. Oh no, they peek anyways. This shot by Mixwell, he's not going to re-peek into that.
Does stay alive, does keep hold of what he had. So 2 AWPs now in the hands of Optic, Mixwell and Naf, both keeping them over. The rest are around 1.5. On the other side of SK, with that many players alive, they can again spread the wealth, try and keep things building for themselves, and retain this very strong lead. But this play from Taco was inspired.
Yeah, superb. Sensational, some would say.
Can you believe it? Simply sensational.
You had a can you believe it in the last game?
I've viewed sensational as well. I just rip off old casters that no one remembers these days. It's great. Sadly, Red Eye's here, so he's, you know...
Can't take his, can you?
No. Top spot. See ya. Thank you very much. You've abandoned esports and just went over to Twitch. It's fine. So you're just going to be pilfered. Mixwell looking for his first chance to strike. Eyeing up that forklift. It's a good looking forklift, of course. Hoping maybe a player goes towards him. Just on the other side is one step, cost him a lot. And there it is. Life now gone depleted. Taco looks to avenge, but further push to come.
This is kind of cool. Taco being boosted up again. Probably the thought process from Optic is surely he won't be there 2 rounds in a row. See if that comes back. But here again, I mean, this is, we've been alluding to it this entire half. Phelps again pushing up towards the B bomb site. That allows Cold to be in vents. And if they come back towards B, Phelps is in a perfect position. Rush has got to be careful. Actually, everyone's got to be careful because they're all readdressing in this direction. Phelps, knowing that Optic likely clears this out on the way past. Timing is everything. There's Cold Zero with the kill. That's going to help Phelps out, I think. Oh no, he gives away his position. He gets the kill, but it's traded. He would have liked more. He thought he was going to have more. Pop flashes out. It's dodged though, and Cold can't get away. The rotation is on, but they're going to beat it. Fallen trying to get below with the AWP to get the angle. It's going to be smoked off. So he goes above Molotov. He stands in it. Heroic plays from Fallen to bring this into a 2-on-2.
How many times can he deliver these sort of plays? Taco very quickly to this sort of position might catch them out a little, but the bomb will be planted. So time now works favorably towards Optic. Nade comes in. Doesn't do quite as much as maybe they'd hope, but not bad at all. Fallen looking for the next chance.
He's got a Molotov as well. He can force them out into the open.
Not sure where both players are. You can still see Fallen wondering if they push CT. Are they trying to pressure? Damage now starting to pour in. The molly begins to burn. It hasn't quite spread yet. They're holding their nerve. Optic, they're trying to keep it together, but SK, they're going to start applying that final bit of pressure. But can they get there in time? Taco finds one. Eyes up the second, and he's going to do it. Time is on his side. And the defuse will come in. That's
got to be so uncomfortable for the Optic players. Stuck inside the bomb site. Nades raining in. Taco throws one, picks up another. Even the Molotov keeping them pinned to the box. Such an awkward scenario to be in if you're trying to defend a post plant. I don't think Rush at the end could hear the footsteps, could hear the communication in time. It's very tricky in those high pressure situations. 9-2, SK piling it on now, but still, I mean, there's a little bit of light for Optic. They still have the economy pretty low. It's a little bit beat up. Yes, this is a weaker buy, but if they can finally drain it right at the end, I mean, they can at least claw back to maybe like a 10-5, right? Like that's something you can at least try and build on. That's some of that hope that you like so much.
Look, I like to allow you to pretend that you're the, you know, stoic analysis, but we'll come back to that because Mixwell believes. He's a believer. He's got 2 kills. He's got a bomb plant. And rushes a gun. 2 flashes, smoke goes in. So hoping he can find a gun out of this, but it's not to be. He's waiting for the time to put that down. Smoke goes in. Smoke back to his main. Gonna hinder what they can do. This is a game of chess here. And there it goes. Already Fallen gonna find Mixwell. It's down to Rush because this retake is doing pretty nicely. They're running a little low on time and they might not expect this, but that bomb is planted, if I'm not mistaken, on default. So again, Rush would have to fully commit to this, and yeah, he's going to hold it back. Maybe find a kill at the end. I don't know if he's going to be able to stay alive. Yes, he does, but round on the board for SK.
It's actually pretty smart from Rush. Keep the gun. You still get the bonus money because the bomb was planted. Take one more gun away from SK. Optic's going to be pretty happy with that round, all things considered. But now, I mean, we have to do away now with the silver linings. 4 players from SK are under $1,000. No better opportunity for Optic late in this half to make something happen.
I don't think anyone's surprised at this mental reset that SK have come in with. This is that confidence, ability, and capability, and Fallen, he wants it all. Oh, he misses! First time for everything, it seems, and now he's in trouble. It looks like Optic want to just hit off the back, but what's going on? It's complete madness! And SK never look phased, never look worried. Always staying in control.
That's where you see the difference in composure of these teams and players. Tarek gets caught, gets sucked into chasing after that kill for far too long. They had a chance, but if it's not happening through the smoke, I think the reason, I mean, they just kind of, it's not just Tarek, to be honest with you. To be fair, he calls because Fallen misses that shot, because he's so awkward falling back. Tarek just calls for the execute to happen a little bit earlier. Everyone comes out from Optic just to kind of capitalize on that mistake, but SK's prepared for it. Players in perfect position to defend against it.
Okay, the SK fans are starting to get into it. They're starting to turn up, I guess, after map 1. They're a little quiet, going, please, SK, not today. This is the day you need to do it. And, well, they have. Map 2 has been theirs from what looks like start to finish, an 11-2 score is very, very strong. It's something that you'd kind of, it's almost a message right back at Optic, like guys, you had a chance the first map, very good.